Our top story tonight, some going down in November.
Wars, spending.
There has got to be something big a-brewing.
They're using geese to guard prisons in Brazil.
Does Biden know what
Immigration
Mexico
policies.
is? Would you scare Joe Biden? What are we laughing at?
I think Billy Mays was real.
I'm a world-class skeptic.
I don't know anything about Hunter Biden. I don't know who's big into cocaine and laptops. Why is that our problem?
Complete, absolute incompetence. Like, who funds the news?
It's a freaking inside job, man. That the entire world's a stage and everything's fake.
Welcome back to Touch Me Tuesdays on the Veritas Road. John, this is echoing. Touch Me Tuesdays on the Veritas Road, where we talk about things that touch me every week, and it's also Tuesday. This week, we've got a CEO grabbing the tits of what looks to be a trans man at a concert. We've got a little bit about Epstein, and Trump's veins are causing him problems. So you're going to want to stick around because who doesn't want to think about Trump's veiny ass? It's exciting shit. So one of the things, and I mean, John, I'm kind of curious to know what you think about this. What the fuck is going on with this? Is it astronomer, CEO? I think we have the Twitter video of it here, who just took social media by storm. This guy, he was a married man, got caught at a Coldplay concert holding some trans MILF, and they took a video of him, and he squatted down like he was going to suck her cock and ended up just slipping out of the frame, and then put out an apology talking about how sorry. That son of a bitch isn't sorry. Look at him. He's got a boner right now. Look at that face. He's super happy. Yeah. And then he resigned. But this took social media by storm in what appeared to be such an inorganic way. And that, I mean, I don't know what a lot of other people think about this, but when things like this explode the way, like CEOs people have to get caught doing this shit all the time. Why did this explode the way it did? My only thought is, are we distracting people from something? Are we covering something up? That lady's got some guns on her, by the way. I mean, look at those fucking arms. Those are Michelle Obama. Those are Big Mike arms. Damn. But, I mean, don't you think it seems like we're distracting folks from something or trying to draw attention from something? I mean, it just seems odd that this exploded the way it did.
Yeah, what the fuck is astronomer?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like-
I don't even know what that is.
Nobody, like, they're acting like this guy is, like, some public figure.
Right.
He's not. No one's ever heard of this company. No one's ever heard of this dude.
I still don't know his
I
name.
don't know his name. I don't know either of their names. And it just came up out of nowhere. It's a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
Load of bullshit. It's definitely, very convenient timing the way it's been perpetrated around social media.
Yeah, well, and especially this hits at like the same time that all the Epstein shit is going down with Trump. And I mean, I don't know if this is to draw attention away from that, but it's just so strange the way that this took social media by storm because nobody's fucking. I don't even know what is this. What do we know? What astronomer does? Can we look that? Can we find out?
Yeah,
Do we even give a shit enough to find out? Like who? No one's. What is this guy's name? Did it say?
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
He's just the CEO of this company. The best place to run Apache Airflow is it a software company?
This just pulls up.
Oh, he's the interim CEO. That's fucking gay anyway.
No, this is apparently comments about the guy.
Okay. Because he resigned.
Andy Byron.
Okay. And the Chief People Officer. What a dumbass title is that? The Chief People Officer? Jeez. Is it a software company? From starting a software company in Ohio to keeping the lights on through the collapse of the bank that held all our cash to scaling from 30 to 300 people during a global pandemic. They demanded we do it all without ever being in the same room. Fucking gay. All right.
Either they're having an affair or they're
Well,
just very
he
shy.
then put out a statement. I don't know if you read this statement, but he talks about how like a private moment was publicized and tries to like blame fucking Coldplay for him grabbing this lady's tits in the middle of an audience of a few tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, he took responsibility by claiming to be the victim.
Right. Yeah. That's how you fucking stand up and be a man. Blame Cold. Which I mean, I don't blame you for blaming Coldplay for stuff, but come on, what a little bitch. Gosh. I mean, it looks like they were having a good time before all this happened, but que sera, sera. Damn.
They're having an affair or they're just very shy.
So while all this is going on, fucking Trump has decided to just completely flip the script on all of the Epstein stuff, which is just shocking. This man ran a campaign, an entire campaign, on being honest with the American people, on sharing all of this information that's supposedly been locked up, that's been on his desk. And now we've got that fucking Oompa Loompa looking bitch, Pan Bondi, out here telling us that there aren't any Epstein files, and Trump saying the same thing. I mean, is he on the list? And then, I mean, and we're seeing pictures of the influencers from what was that, like 4 months ago, when Trump first took office, and they had this press release with a bunch of influencers, and like when your parents are like, kids, we're gonna take you guys we're gonna go to Space Mountain. Okay, I've never even been to fucking Space Mountain because my parents were poor. I don't actually know what that is. Is that at Disney? I don't know. But they tell you, kids, we're gonna go to Space Mountain, and you get in the car and you're packed, and instead of going to Space Mountain, they take you to a trailer park and cigarette burn you. That seems to be what's happening here. Trump said, fuck the amusement park and fuck everyone else. So, let's watch this video.
President, I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled? Why do you think that is?
Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But
What a
credible
creepy guy
information,
laughing over
let 'em
there.
give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
President?
What the hell?
If only Epstein would have found that out before he killed himself.
Right. Yeah. Like, why couldn't we have just known that before the cameras got fucking shut off and Epstein hung himself by himself, fucking whatever he did? It's so shocking still, and I can't believe I'm still shocked by this, but to hear fucking Trump out there, the same guy who was saying, like, we're going to do a wonderful job, we're going to tell all of the American people, we're going to give them all of our fucking, and now we get this, we get Dan Bongino and Kash Patel with that bullshit. What was that on, like CNN or Fox, where they say, just trust me, just trust the fact that we know that he killed himself. He killed himself. It was a suicide. He killed himself. And now there's this whole idea that there aren't any files after that damn press release with all the influencers. Something's going on. And, I mean, I have my doubts that we'll ever actually find out. Doesn't seem like we will. But, I mean, just completely flipping the script on all of the people who supported that entire campaign. It's just ridiculous. Either he's on the list, either he's being controlled by some people who are on the list. I mean, and it seems, to be fair, it seems if anybody was intelligent, whoever was fucking running money through Epstein and whoever was doing all that, it would be absolutely retarded to have a list out there. So, like, I can see where maybe there's not, like, an actual list that says, oh, by the way, this list of people molested children. It would make sense for that not to exist, but there's got to be something. You're telling me there's nothing? You're telling me this case is boring? You're telling me this is boring? A guy with an island for fucking... You're telling me that's boring? It's anything but boring. And that sounded real creepy the way I said that, but it's bad, and it's bad. It's real bad. But to call it boring is just gaslighting to the nth degree.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. It's the same kind of about face that we had for the past 3 years with Biden. It's like, the entire media complex was just telling you, look how intelligent Biden is, look how sharp Biden is, just look how incredible he is. But people aren't retarded and can just see what's in front of their eyes. It's like, this guy is just a walking, retard. And the same thing here is like they're trying to tell us, it's like, this is nothing. This is just a hoax. This is nothing. But it's just like, we've been around for the past 8 years. We've been around since you were saying the exact opposite. We can see what's in front of our eyes, what is clearly true.
Yeah.
And it's not this. And they're pulling the exact same tactics that was going on during the Biden administration, just in a different way.
It's a good point, John. It's the exact same playbook. It's the exact same with all the shit that Trump said he was going to release about, like, Area 51. It's the exact same shit about the Kennedy files. He said he was going to release a whole mess. I'm losing track of all the stuff. He said, oh, by the way, we're going to tell everybody. We're going to do the best job disseminating information, and then I'm going to inseminate your wife. It's going to be so good. It's going to be fantastic. She's going to be inseminated like she's never been. Fucking no one's getting anything. And he ran a whole campaign. Yeah, you're right. It's the exact same playbook that we had with Biden. He's sharp as a fucking tack. How many times did you hear that on the news? And this is it's just, we're gaslighting 300 million people. And the sad fact is, for a lot of people, it's working.
Right.
And that, I think, is more scary to me than anything. All these, like, hardcore MAGA people who don't want to see what's in front of their faces. It's super disconcerting. Super disconcerting. It's like an abusive relationship. I still love him. He's still got good inside. I have a black eye and my kidneys are going bad because he hits me in them. But I can save him. I feel like we can save Trump. Do you want to save him? I want to save you. Fuck.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I mean, it's more so is that all of these people believe that Trump's going to save him or them, and that's why they can't let it go. They've built him up to be this, like, messianic figure, and like, especially over his first campaign, and they just can't let it go that they were lied to. And once it's pretty clear now that he's not that, people just can't let it go.
Yeah, no, I mean, and let the record reflect. I don't like even pretending to agree with liberals. It makes me nauseous. But this kind of control and gaslighting is real fucked up emperor type shit. It just is. There's no denying that fact. There's just not. So I don't know, man. It's getting out of hand. Everybody thought, oh, we're done with the nonsense after Biden. Gosh, I haven't been alive long enough to really have experienced more than a few presidencies and be sentient. But it seems like the exact same just playbook on repeat. Just over and over and over again. How people haven't caught on, I don't know. I think a lot of people have caught on, but it's like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to tell? What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same playbook with Trump, because it's like, it seems like his story was sold differently to people than all of the other ones. It's like Trump is kind of the classic hero's journey archetype. Is like, if you look at how he started in 2016, he was kind of the outsider who came out of nowhere, who had like a triumphal, unexpected victory. Then you get to like 2020, where he has kind of the fall, and fall from grace, and then he has a comeback in 2024. It's like, it's your classic A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi kind of thing going on with him. And I think that's why he's captivated so many people, kind of looking for, some version of the truth, because he's kind of, people are supporting Trump the same way they support Luke Skywalker in Star Wars.
I mean, I guess to some degree there is that like narrative in through there, but it's this idea that like what you see is what you get, and it never is. It never is. Call it the deep state, call it the occult, call it what you want. It seems like a bait and switch every single damn time. That seems to be all it is with all these people in office. And I mean, yeah, it's like the fucking WWE. There are storylines that span years, decades, millennia, but it gets me fucking riled up. So yeah, we're not getting. No one's getting any Epstein files. No one's getting any binders. It's not happening. And do we have that video from fucking Congress where they voted to not or to? I can't even remember what they voted. I'm losing track.
Yeah, we got it. Give me just a sec.
That guy looks creepy.
Yeah.
He looks like he has a echo.
On this vote, the yeas are 211, the nays are 210. The previous question is ordered. The question is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
What resolution was that? Was that the one to release, like the, what was it?
It was, believe it was Ro Khanna. He's a representative out of somewhere in California, had filed some sort of amendment to some piece of legislation to try and force the DOJ to release some version of the files that they have on Epstein, and it was an amendment in like some sort of committee. So it was a vote against like a change to some piece of legislation to block it.
What the hell?
Yeah, and so there's an actual piece of legislation that Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna also have that they're trying to get going to like force the DOJ to release it. That would be like an actual bill on the House floor that they're trying to get.
Well, that'll never
get
happen.
heard. Yeah, I mean the Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, already put them into recess for August before they had like the amount of time that they have. They have to have like 7 days or some retarded rule, completely arbitrary, to where they can get like signatures to force a vote. And it's like within like 6 days he put the House in recess, so they couldn't get that. So it's not going to be able to be brought up again until September. Excellent.
Say what you want about these people. They're efficient. Do we have the video of what really goes on in Congress? Do we have that? Because this is meaningful. Son of a bitch. We'll find it. We'll find this. The people need to see. That looks like it.
This is a good Tennessee boy right here.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is what America's all about. Watch this man slowly walk up and grab another congressman's ass. These are serious people doing serious work on Capitol. I think he got a knuckle in there. Holy shit. And these are the people writing your bills. These are the people making your legislation. We just have this on repeat. This is what George Washington wanted when he sailed the Potomac and almost lost his dick to frostbite. He wanted a man in a suit gently, lovingly grabbing the cheeks of another man in a suit. That's what he wanted when we built this great nation. Fucking, can you think of a better representation of what I'm sure goes on in that building day to day?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious to me, because it's like back in the early days, you had congressmen who would like fight each other on the House floor. They get into duels and shit. You can get Tim Burchett. He's from Eastern Tennessee, just grabbing a man's ass.
I think it's sweet.
Yeah, it's just a great degradation. It's just very evident that the system's degrading.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have people used to pretend to be like legitimate statesmen. They used to pretend to give like formal speeches. They used to dress up and pretend to kiss babies. And then they would go home and rape people and domestically abuse their children in fucking private, okay? They used to pretend to be good people in public and keep that shit secret. But guess what happens now? We got people grabbing their asses on the house floor, okay? I miss the days when people put makeup over a black eye. But now it's out in the open. God bless America. So yeah, that's what really goes on in Congress, if anybody was curious. Sorry, got a little excited there. Do we have I think I put a video of Obama in the talking to Big Mike somewhere in here. Do we have that?
I remember seeing it. Give me just
Yeah.
a second.
Should be in the Tuesday folder.
You may have put it in the other one too.
Damn
I've
it.
seen it.
All right, let's see here. Whoa, hold on. We'll stop here. So apparently Trump has chronic big vein disease or some shit. What is it called? What's the name of this disease?
Chronic venous insufficiency.
Chronic venous insufficiency.
I'm gonna correct. That's probably venous.
No, it'd be pronounced Venus,
Okay,
John.
I read like a retard.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it is in reference to his veins, but it would be Venus. Look at those legs. Those are some beefy legs right there. And again, not to compare him to Biden again, but it seems like the same type of, like his health is slowly falling apart, and people are like, oh, he's in great health. He's fucking fit as shit. He eats McDonald's every day and drinks nothing but Diet Coke, but he'll fucking kick your ass. And what? His veins are falling apart? He has makeup everywhere, but like, what is this shit with makeup on his hand over here? Swollen legs like a little bitch? Why do we have to, if he's sick, he's sick. It's fine. No one's going to change anything about that. He's still going to keep lying to us. It's fine. Who is this weird looking bitch? What you have to say?
Bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House Medical Unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type
Why is she breathing so heavy?
peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function, no signs of heart failure, renal
Okay,
impairment.
so somebody saw some bruising on Trump's hand and some swelling in his legs and fucking cried wolf, and apparently he has this condition. And we care about that. I don't know why, but we care about that. Does anyone... Why is this news? He's old as shit. Of course he has things wrong with him. He drinks nothing but Diet Coke and eats nothing but McDonald's. Of course he has this shit wrong with him.
Yeah, your Obama post got removed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Here.
That was a good post.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's too bad. Obama was having a talk with old Big Mike about how young men of America need to have a strong gay man in their lives so that they can grow up and marry women with large penises. And that's what I like about Big Mike. That's what I like about it. America. I wonder if that got removed in a bunch of places. If it got removed off of Twitter. 'Cause if it's getting removed off of Twitter, there's no way anything else. Ooh, is that it?
I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't outlawed. Need that
Mm-hmm.
to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right? I had a gay.
I believe in the greater well, I guess he's in college. Why is he got to be gay? Why has he got to be gay? And it's hilarious hearing Obama, who's fucking, what is he, like 65, try to get hip with the young person's lingo, who's gay or non-binary or what have you. Well, it sounds like a delicious sandwich. Like, why do you need that? Why is he doing a podcast too with fucking Michelle? I don't know. Something about that bothered me. And then we've got all this Obama Russia shit. What's going on with that, John? We got to post about that.
Yeah. So it's very, very interesting that the DOJ, seemingly under kind of Trump's directive, has released a shitload of, files about the Trump-Russia collusion, hoax that happened in his first presidency. And it's seemingly that he's trying to implicate, not trying, it's like you probably can, but he's implicating, Obama, he's implicating Hillary Clinton, implicating James Comey and all of the people that were involved, towards the end of Obama's second administration. And it's just the timing's super interesting.
Yeah.
When he's just
dealing with all
to
this
drop
Epstein
all this.
shit.
So it seems like a massive just distraction.
Yeah.
And in any other case, it actually, like, this would be a big, fucking news story, because it's like, I don't know if you were paying a ton of attention around that time, but like, this was the 24/7 news cycle in 2017 and 2018.
It's been a minute.
It was like, this is what CNN was running every fucking segment. It's what MSNBC was running every fucking segment for about 2 years. And it's like, everyone already knows that it was bullshit. It's like, it came out to be bullshit, towards, the end of Trump's first presidency. But it's interesting that he's trying to redirect to this. It's almost like he's just trying to masquerade himself as a victim. To try and run cover for this. It's like he's just diving into victim mentality to try and save his ass. But
Right.
I don't know.
I just love the fact that he's like, fuck me, bitch, fuck you. Accuse me of hanging out with Putin, fuck you. Accuse you of hanging out with Putin. Like, yeah, he's like a child on a playground. Push me, I'm going to push you back.
Yeah, so this is his comments from
The witch
earlier.
hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up to 2020 in the election, they tried to rig the election, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. When we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start, after what they did to me, and...
I want to pause that for just a second. One of the greatest Trump moments was in the second presidential debate in 2016. It's probably one of the comments that, if you believe in that paradigm, won in the presidency, is when Hillary Clinton was like, it's very good that somebody like Donald Trump is not in charge of the law and order in this country, and Trump just snapped back because you'd be in jail. It's like he leaned,
I forgot about that.
He
Yeah,
leaned into
that was great.
Yeah, he leaned into like the whole lock her up chance and all of that shit, and
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, and
what
then
the-
he completely turned around when he got the presidency, and I think it was, around 2017. It was like, it would have been bad for the American people. I would have felt bad. I would have been a president and his wife. Like, such bullshit.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just further evidence that like Trump is not what people have made him out to be.
He's not what he says he is.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, you know, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released. And what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So that's really the things you should be talking.
Those are the things you should be talking about.
Right.
Forget the island of kid fucking. Focus on Hillary Clinton, who was probably on the island, to be fair. We've kind of come full circle.
Right.
But, oh gosh. What a low down, just skeevy way to handle this shit. It's gotten so wild.
Yeah, it has, and it's just like I said, everyone already knows this.
Yeah.
Right. Like everyone already knows this, and they've kind of just accepted nothing's going to happen with it, and nothing's going to happen with it now. Is like anyone who thinks that the Trump administration is going to be throwing Obama or Hillary Clinton in jail.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. They're retarded. Like it's just if you can't see the timing of this, you're not paying attention. It's like it's just a redirect.
Yeah.
It's just a redirect.
It's absolutely right. As he's taken more flack in the news lately than he has in a long time. And it's a great way to throw it back. But honestly, I just wonder, like, what are the odds that it's the same people writing the stories about where are the Epstein files, and it's the same people telling Trump to run interference by talking about Obama and Hillary in Russia? It's all so perfectly timed that it makes you wonder who and what is behind the like cacophony of news stories out there that all seem to hit at like just the perfect time to keep people focused on the shit, you know? Have you ever watched the news when like they're running out of shit to talk about and they're like, hey, look at this fucking otter, you know? When's the last time that happened? When's the last time somebody showed me two otters fucking in a zoo, okay? That's the kind of news story I miss because there wasn't shit for them to talk about and no one was fucking lying to me because there was a video of the otters that they were showing on the 6 o'clock news. And now it's nothing but identity politics and he did this, she did that, he fucked a kid, and it seems like some kind... Obviously, I'm sure there was plenty of occult shit back in the day, but it seems like that has come to engulf the entirety of media. Everything seems to be related to somebody burning an effigy somewhere, somebody child trafficking somewhere. It all seems to be focused on that now. And I don't know when that shift happened. I mean, I feel like it started around 9/11, but I don't know. I was fucking 8. So it's weird, man. And then there's this, she was vaccinated but was infected by others who chose not to be. The cost was her life. Could that be any more irrational? Son of a bitch. I don't remember putting this on here, but that's fucking retarded. If that thing is safe and effective, then you're not going to get infected, right? Who the fuck wrote that? That is some... Ugh, that's some bullshit. Gosh. You're grunting like you have something to say, John.
Yeah, it's just... You are right. It does seem like it's kind of ramped up to 11 with how the news is, and like current events have been portraying themselves. And it's like, it just makes me think we've got to be close to something.
It's almost frantic,
like,
the way it's going on. Yeah.
Right. It's we've got to be close to some, like it has to amalgamate into
Yeah.
something. And it just seems like we're getting closer to the end than the beginning of, this whole structure that we have in society, because it seems to just be breaking down every day.
Yeah, and I mean, as all of this is going on with all the Epstein files and fucking Obama and Congress, you have the other side of the coin where you have all the liberals talking about how, like, Trump's going to be a fucking dictator and he's not going to let go of his power and all of that shit. Granted, that's not capturing as much of the news, but you have to wonder where this is all headed, because it's getting so absurd. Every other day, it's child trafficking. It's fucking people drinking blood at a ceremony. It's fucking Brian Johnson injecting his kid's blood to stay young. It's weird fucking shit. And when comes the point where people say we're not going to stand? When do people turn off their TVs? When do people go engage with real life instead of being glued to this bull? Granted, we're sitting here talking about this bullshit, so I mean, what the fuck am I saying? But when do people? Does it just keep going because people keep watching it? Is it just entertainment? Is it bread and circuses? I don't know.
I mean, you said something interesting. When do people go and engage with real life? For a lot of people, they're convinced that this is real life. So
Yeah.
And on that is like those people that are convinced that are just feeding it energy, like whatever force is powering it is just being fed energy by those people.
Yeah, and I mean, I learned something when we did our little live stream with the Occult Rejects. They were talking about an egregore, which I hadn't heard of before. And believe in occult magic or don't, whatever you want. But the concept is, like, once so many consciousnesses, that's right way to say that, get caught up in a thing, it creates an entity, an identity of its own. And that seems to be exactly what's the case with all the Trump and Epstein and all that bullshit. It almost has its own life, its own personality. And it seems to be growing and kind of taking over the masses. And that's creepy as fuck. I don't know what to think. That's a new concept to me, but it is like, I don't know if it's mass hypnosis. I don't know if it's fucking just crowd psychology on a massive level. I don't know if it is some kind of, greater occult ritual. I don't know, but it does seem to have its own identity, its own personality that's taking over not just media, but like the way people think. You're right. They do approach this like this is all that matters. The Epstein files are all that matter. Fucking Trump, MAGA, fucking RFK, bitch. Which I kind of do like RFK, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird. You make a good point.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about that. That's kind of what AI is. It's just feeding into something until it kind of builds its own identity.
Maybe we are the AI.
Well, no, but it's just like trying to think of the point that I was trying to get to there. It's almost like they've found a way to replicate that. If that makes
En
sense.
masse,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
people. Yeah, it's like a large language model, but with fucking people. You keep feeding it the same shit, and it's gonna spit out the exact same shit. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And yeah, it's strange. Not to end on a fucking sad note. Do we have anything less depressing in here?
Oh, we have. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, I can't see that at all. Oh, I forgot about
This
that.
is definitely something less depressing.
Stephen Colbert is heartbroken because he's getting taken off the air after fucking how many years? And why are we... Look at him crying on this... photo, I guess? Like... Who even watched that anymore? Were people still watching the Colbert Report? That's still a thing?
No, they were losing tens of millions of dollars. So
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was watching them.
I mean, media's moved so far away from, just legacy media in general. Like, nobody's watching NBC, ABC. It's all fucking podcasts and Spotify and fucking OnlyFans now. And people don't give a shit about that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, what I will say is he better not be allowed into the so-called independent media space. Because it's like, I see people like fucking Chris Cuomo and, some of these people who
Gavin Newsom?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom.
Gavin
who,
Newsom?
They finally, legacy media finally can't sustain them. And they finally get kicked out. But then, they go in and they get a fucking podcast. Like Patrick Bet-David hired Chris Cuomo, I think, at least for a little bit. Like, don't let these people into independent media. Let them rot in obscurity where they belong.
Oh, no, he'll find a space.
Yeah, he 100% will, but it's just like...
The same way David Letterman fucking had a podcast. The same way Obama has one. Can we find the Gavin Newsom sting that he put together? Because it's fucking... Real people, real person talking real conversations with real people. Fucking Gavin Newsom. I destroyed an entire state. Like, it's so dumb. We may have played it on here before, but we're going to do it again because it's great.
100% spelled that wrong, but... Let's see.
Just like his podcast intro. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
I want to say a few words.
That's
about
probably
the
it
events
right there.
of the last few
That's an
days.
8-minute
This
video.
Oh,
There's
shit,
no
probably not.
fucking way.
Conducted
Damn, who knew this would be this hard to find?
Yeah, I'm probably lacking in my search shit skills.
I want to say a few words.
Have you tried Google? Oh, it's Charlie Kirk. He fucking loves war.
Yeah, he had Dave Smith on for a debate.
Did he now?
Yeah, debated Josh Hammer over something to do with Israel.
I mean, big surprise. That's all people talk about now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Is it like the intro to like one of his fucking episodes?
I think it's just like his little sting blurb for his podcast. He put it out before he started releasing episodes. You may be able to find it if you just Google it, John. Just straight up Google Gavin Newsom podcast intro. We'll see if we can find it. Because, I mean, all of America hated this man for about 6 years as he was slowly destroying the entire state of California. And so he puts this out because he finally realized everyone wants to shove fucking a shovel up my ass. And now we have this gem.
It's been a few weeks. I'm struggling.
We'll get there. We still can't hear it.
A new podcast. And this is going to, we need to change the conversation. And that's why I'm launching a new podcast.
Oh my
And
gosh.
this is going to be anything but the ordinary politician.
Do you see that? Pause it
I'm
right
gonna be
there.
talking to
Do
people.
you see? Fuck. Do you see that smile? Do you see that smile? That is the face of somebody who fucked a corpse right before they filmed this. That is such a creepy smile. He has a cooler in his basement.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like somebody sat him down and be like, this is how normal people interact.
Right.
Do your best to imitate it, and that's all he could come up with.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, that's creepy. Sorry. All right, we'll finish this out. John, you're doing great. I like it. Keep it up.
Oh, you saw me unmute that. Everybody
I thought I did.
watching saw me unmute that.
I can't see the bottom, like 3% of the screen, but sure.
All right. Okay.
John, you broke it.
It just keeps muting itself back every time I hit play.
Mumbo jumbo. An onslaught of information that we take in. So let's take it to the sources, not the typical political mumbo jumbo. In the first few weeks, we're going to be sitting down with some of the biggest leaders and architects in the MAGA movement. This is Gavin Newsom.
This is Gavin Newsom. I have a body in my kitchen that's been there for 5 days. I stuck my fingers inside of it to see what would come out. I learned how to smile 20 minutes ago for a crowd. I had Charlie Kirk on so I could fucking look like I give a shit. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I want to say a few words about the.
All right. Do we have anything else we need to talk about, John? I'm losing track.
I think we covered the majority of it.
All right.
I'm trying to see. You didn't put this in a document, so it's been hard to fucking track.
Yeah, sorry. I was a little disorganized this week.
Let's see. Let me check the Tuesday folder out real quick.
Tuesdays.
We covered this.
We covered Trump's veiny dick.
Yeah. No, I think he pretty much nailed all of it.
All right. Well, guys, be forgiving. We're getting back in the swing of things. As you can see, we've got a new studio space. We moved the studio about, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We are going to try, Murph and I are going to try to get more actual content out here soon. More to come on that once we get our shit together.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to be live sometime on Sunday.
Ideally be live sometime this Sunday around that afternoon/evening. We have not settled on a time yet, but we're getting there.
I'll tell everyone now it's going to be the evening.
Yeah.
Anytime Carson gives you a time range and it's early to late, it's always going to be late.
Always late. That is true. That is true. So yeah, we'll be back this Sunday. Other than that, happy to be back, guys.
Yeah, I will have an episode out on Thursday. I
Really?
found something on our hard drive that I edited and never published, so I'll have an archive. So there will be something out on Thursday.
Hot damn. All right. Well, thanks for sticking around through the trans grabbing the trans MILF at the concert to Trump touching little kids. So yeah, I hope you have sweet dreams. Good night.